Hello, my name is Jane Clappison, Alexander Technique teacher, www.janeclappison.co.uk. I will be talking you through a version of what in the Alexander Technique world is called active rest or semi-supine. Ideally, you will practice the Alexander Technique active rest once or twice a day, more if you like, for between 5 and 20 minutes. Start by lying down, ideally on the floor, with your head on books. However, you would be able to do most of active rest in sitting if you are unable to lay down, or on a settee or bed if getting on the floor is not possible. I will be talking you through the active rest as if you are on the floor. Lying on the floor, head on books, so that your head is in line with your spine, hands resting either by your sides, on the floor, or on your abdomen. You may want a small cushion or rolled up towel behind each shoulder if you feel there's a big gap between your shoulder and the floor, so that your shoulders can fully rest. Your knees should be bent and your feet on the floor about hip width apart. You can also rest your legs on a settee or chair, hips and knees at 90 degrees. Have your eyes open and let them rest softly back in their sockets as you take in the colours and objects around you. Allow these sights to come to you. Keeping your eyes open enhances the possibility of bringing this practice into everyday activities. Notice the sounds around you and the spaces between the sounds. As you notice sights and sounds, begin to arrive on the floor. Begin to let your body accept the support and rest. For the next few minutes, you can rest and be present. As your body begins to settle, notice the support of the floor underneath you. Notice the places where your body touches the floor. Your feet, your pelvis, your shoulder blades, your whole back, your arms, your hands, your head on the books. Ask for your back to release back into the support of the floor. What would it be like if your back did nothing? Walter Carrington, one of the early Alexander Technique teachers, talked about wishes in a fairy tale. You do not need to do anything when you make a wish other than just ask. With these instructions to yourself, what F.M. Alexander called directions, just ask and do nothing to make them happen. If nothing particular seems to happen, or if your mind wanders, gently bring your attention back to you, to your connection with the floor, to the connection with the room. This whole process brings many benefits, such as the opportunity to notice habitual thought and tension patterns, and then, by using the directions, invite change, ease, and appropriate muscle tone. So, allow your body, mind to naturally respond to the directions without physically doing anything. Your experience of active rest often matures with continued practice and is an evolving process. Begin with mentally saying to yourself, "Let my neck be free. Let my neck be free." Allow your experience of your neck to include your chest, back, and sides. Let my neck be free, so that my head can go forward and up. So that my head can go forward and up. So that my head can go forward and up, and my back can lengthen and widen. And my back can lengthen and widen. Lengthen from crown to coccyx and beyond, and widen at ribs, waist and pelvis. Whole back, shoulder to shoulder, front to back, in multi-directions, widen. So that my back can lengthen and widen, and my knees can go forward and away. And my knees can go forward and away from my back and each other, so that my knees can go forward and away. Let my neck be free, so that my head can go forward and up, so that my back can lengthen and widen, so that my knees can go forward and away. You can also continue the process by thinking release into the joints. Ease and space and release in my right shoulder joint. Ease and space and release in my right elbow joint. Ease and space and release in my right wrist joint. Ease and space and release in my right thumb and finger joints. Let my neck be free, so that my head can go forward and up, so that my back can lengthen and widen, so that my knees can go forward and away. Ease and space and release in my left shoulder joint. Ease and space and release in my left elbow joint. Ease and space and release in my left wrist joint. Ease and space and release in my left thumb and finger joints. Let my neck be free, so that my head can go forward and up, so that my back can lengthen and widen, so that my knees can go forward and away. ease and space and release in my right hip joint, ease and space and release in my right knee joint, ease and space and release in my right ankle joint, ease and space and release in my right toe joints. Let my neck be free, so that my head can go forward and up, so that my back can lengthen and widen, so that my knees can go forward and away. Ease and space and release in my left hip joint, ease and space and release in my left knee joint, ease and space and release in my left ankle joint, ease and space and release in my left toe joints. Let my neck be free, so that my head can go forward and up, so that my back can lengthen and widen, so that my knees can go forward and away. Let my neck be free, so that my head can go forward and up, so that my back can lengthen and widen, so that my knees can go forward and away. Let my neck be free, so that my head can go forward and up, so that my back can lengthen and widen, so that my knees can go forward and away. You may now wish to rest for a little while longer. When you have finished, notice what your back and body feel like. Having made the decision to come up into uprightness, think stop to coming up into uprightness and let everything that wants to help release. Then roll onto your side and stop. Ask your back to recall what it felt like at the end of the session. It will likely let go of some unnecessary tension. Coming into uprightness, stopping and repeating the process of asking your body to recall the experience and release unnecessary tension. Take as much time as you need. When you are standing, stop for a moment. Notice your connection to the floor beneath you. Notice your back. Recall the connection it had to the floor. Notice the room, the sounds, the space between the sounds. Invite the world to come to you. Let your neck be free, so that your head can go forward and up, so that your back can lengthen and widen, so that your knees can go forward and away. You have been listening to Jane Clappison, Alexander Technique teacher, East Yorkshire, UK, www.janeclappison.co.uk.